So hello again, my friends. It's been once again a really long time since I was able to bring a video to you, and it's been difficult since I got back to the Lake Kirkini here a couple of weeks ago. I've been hunting for a place to rent because I'm going to be here on a more permanent basis, and it's been really difficult trying to find a place. And with the puppy, it's really difficult to actually get out and do anything because I can't leave him in the hotel room. So that's been a real challenge, having to deal with that. Plus, I had to take him for an operation. So he's been moping around, looking a bit very sorry for himself with his collar on so that he doesn't get a hold of his stitches. And today's the first day after 7 days that I've been able to take the collar off and bring him up for a walk. And over the last couple of weeks, what I've been doing is when I take him out for walks, because that's pretty much all I've been able to do, I haven't been able to do any photography, is I've been looking at my old camera trap haunts, and all of them are ruined from 18-20 months or so ago when I was doing that. And it's impossible for me to set up a new camera trap in any of those locations because the farmers around have just wrecked the canal in those spots and chopped trees down and what have you. So they're a no-go. And so I thought what I wanted to do for a very long time is actually come up the mountain here. So on the north side of the lake is a range of mountains, the peak of which is called Mount Belus, and on the other side of that is Bulgaria. And this whole mountainside here has got this beautiful mixed forest. And I've been meaning to come up here for the longest time to set up a camera trap here. So that's what I thought I would do today, is actually not set up the trap, because I'm not sure if there's anything here, so I didn't want to waste my time. So I've come up and I've set up here one of the trail cams. And behind me here is this pile of rocks, and there's several entrances to it underneath. I have absolutely no idea if there's anything in there, but hopefully the trail cam will pick up anything if it moves. So I'll be back in a few days to check on that. I'm going to try and find a couple of other locations. I have 3 trail cams with me today, so I shall try and find another 2 locations to set those up and see if we can find any wildlife. That's the second one set. I found this rather nice cave, and inside, just on the right there, is a small hole which goes quite deep, and again it looks like there's scuff marks at the entrance, so hopefully something is using that. There wasn't really many places I could put the trail cam to actually have a good sight over the hole though, so I've sort of had to put it amongst the roots, and I'm hoping it'll hold. So yeah, I hope you can hear me above the water as well. Right, on to find a third location. Okay, so that's all 3 trail cams set, and I'm gonna head back down through the forest here to the car. To be honest, I'm not entirely convinced that they will catch anything, but you never know, might get lucky. It's definitely worth a go, especially whilst I'm looking for somewhere to rent and I can't do much else because I have nowhere to leave the pup. So I can only really do things where I can bring him along with me. And if I bring him out onto the lake in the hide or something like that, I know he's going to be set off by the birds and frighten the hell out of them. So anywho, okay, so I shall catch up with you in a couple of days hopefully, and we'll see if there's anything on the trail cam. So I'll see you then. Go on. Okay, so I've just walked a little bit away from the stream so that hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the rushing water. That camera trap that I just, trail cam that I just checked was the 3rd one that I placed, but the lowest down the hill. It was, I didn't really want to place the trail cam there because it is relatively low down on the trail here, and so there are pony treks and hikers that come up this way, so it was really a position of last choice because I couldn't find anything further up the mountain. But having said that, it did record a fox crossing over the fallen tree there over the stream, but it also recorded a hunting dog, which is what persuaded me that I should take the trail cam back. And even though it would be a good spot for the camera trap, I don't think I will place it there because it's just too risky with it being so close to where people walk and where the hunters come up with their dogs to train them. They're not actually allowed to hunt in this part of the woods, but they do come up to train the dogs here. So that being the case, I'll go further up the mountain here and see if the first camera I placed, which is the next one in line, at the rock pile, see if that captured anything. So I shall catch up with you up there. Replay. I got 4 recordings. Oh, what's this at night? The first and the last is me. Let's see. Can't actually make anything out on this one. Okay. Oh, I got something coming out of there. And that, I think, is a little fox. I can't tell. But that's exciting, and I think it was in one of those burrows. Okay, so I'm going to take this down as well, and then come back in a day or two with the camera trap and set the camera trap. If it's worth a look, I'll have a look at the footage better on the computer, and if it's worth it, I'll come back and set up the camera trap here, because this is far enough out of the way, I think, that it shouldn't be at risk of theft. Okay, let's put that away. Okay, and on to the last one, which is at the cave. Okay, Savi, let's go. Come on then. So this one has absolutely nothing on it. So I'll collect this one up as well. And what I'll probably do is reset this one, as it's got nothing on it. I'll reset it at the other location at the rockfall, so that can keep recording until a couple of days time when I come back up with the camera trap. So yeah, we'll go back down to that one and set this up. Okay, oops, the lens is slightly fogged up. I won't try and clean it because I'll just smudge it. So I hope you can hear me over the water here. As I was leaving the cave location, I looked a little bit further up and walked a bit further up just out of interest to see if I missed anything. And it turns out that there's a fantastic cave here and another two here. Again, it's really difficult to tell if they're being used because there is so much leaf litter that there is no sign of track. So rather than reset up at the log pile, the unsuccessful one from the cave, I'm gonna set it up here because I know there's something there, so I can just come up and set the camera trap there anyway. And in the meantime, I can scout this location as well with that one. So I think I'll do that, and maybe we get lucky. And this could be quite an interesting warren of dens for foxes, badgers, or anything like that. Okay, so let me set that up again and we'll get going. So that's that one reset at that location with the boulders and the little den network there that appears to be there at least. And hopefully something's using it, and hopefully that'll pick something up, because that would be a fantastic spot for the camera trap, because it looks quite dramatic with the boulders and the moss and the fallen leaves. That could make for a really nice shot. So anywho, I shall leave it at that for this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching, such as it is, and I shall catch you next time when I'll be setting up the camera trap and seeing if we can get any really decent shots on that. So I shall see you all then. Thanks again. Bye for now.